Okay, time to show you how to play um, Kirishima. He gets more defense for the team. His special ability increases his defense and also makes him very immune to flinching. Then his A does a lot of quick attacks with faster reload speed and range up. His B, a nice little lunge punch, reload speed, range up. And then his Y, a big ground hit, reload speed, and damage area up. So, let's demonstrate. With that, huge shockwave, B, nice little punch, can send them flying. Then the A, lots of little chops, and then the last hit does damage, which you can quit early to get straight into the damage. So for example, I could make it this short to actually deal damage, or I could go like this and miss. Now, when somebody's down though, you have very low down capabilities. You have to rely on multiple hits to take them out. So for example, once Ben gets back in, where's he at? I lost Ben. Where is Ben? Ah, there he is. Ah. Which you can do this like this on the ground, or you could jump up and do it. I like to jump up and do it because it just makes me feel more badass. There's no real reason to. It just feels more badass. But we'll go ahead and down him real quick. But if you got somebody down, you want to try to punch, wheel, and then one chop. That's your best combo for finishing off somebody. If you don't have the ground slam available, then you're going to want to try to do like 2 punches or so, which I'll try to demonstrate on Uraraka. And then the quick chop. Those are your best way of taking out. Which go ahead and hit me and beat me up with square. Now go ahead and do it again, but after I hit triangle. Alright, go. As you see, I don't care and I could just retaliate straight away, which is very helpful. This guy is a powerhouse melee attacker. You can really punish people for getting up close. Now I'm going to have to wait for this ability to come back, but I'm going to show you something that doesn't tell you that you're resistant to. But as you see, powerful hits. His obvious greatest weakness is he's a close range fighter just like Floppy, Ida, and them. He's not going to be able to do much from range. But if you want to get around, holding this down is your best way of moving. Because as you see, you can sprint pretty fast. Where with this, it's a small leap, a small delay. But this, high movement. So this is definitely your preferred way of travel. You use that, you can close the distance. Alright, go ahead and switch to Todoroki. I don't think he can hear me. Ben, if you can hear me, switch to Orochi. Okay. Now go ahead and use your freezing ice move on me. Not the other one. As you see, with this move, if I'm like this, I don't get froze. Which means Todoroki really hates this guy. This guy can easily be a high counter. Also, at level 1, if that's activated straight away, when everybody's fresh in the match, it's quite devastating. Because most people will be like that. Todoroki tries freeze, but as you see, even at level 1, he still holds a lot of power. So, with this guy, I would say probably focus on the Y first if you want like a big close range shockwave hit. And then I would focus on yeah, give me a second. Yeah, I would focus on your B for the next big hit. And then if you want to one further, then A. Whoops. But as you see, at level 4, you'll be able to one farther with A. And then level 9, you'll be able to one farther. So if you did want to try to get to 4, just for a little bit further run, you could. But I think you should be fine with level 1 until you can max out your others. But, you know, use your close range to your advantage. Don't forget to push triangle when you can to really protect yourself. But I would definitely say Y first, because having a big shockwave area like that can be very powerful and can lead to multiple teams, like multiple people get injured quite bad. And then the punch, because the punch is one of your strongest single target. As you see, with just 3 punches, I've already drained most of his health and shields. With just 3 punches. If I was to do a 4th punch, even, he would just be straight up dead. Or if I followed it up with one of these. With that, it's just so much damage. And like I said, if you get a couple hit like that, I did next to no damage. Because, you know, I get a few hits on, but, whoops, I'm actually too close. Sometimes you could get a stagger like that, but sometimes you just went right past them. It's too chancing, and it does 10 damage a hit, even if it's maxed out, so it's only the final hit that you care about for that. If you get lucky and get all hits, it's a lot of damage, but more often than not, you can't get all hits. But if you could stagger them in a corner like this, yeah, you can do a decent bit of damage. But while you're doing that, you can also be attacked from behind and taken out. You want to keep your mobility high and keep your defenses high so that way you can become a nightmare for the enemy team. So, Y, B, and then A. Okay, welcome to part 3 of the Ultimate Guide. But, yeah, you can also use his punches to get up buildings. Did not get enough time to say that. Also, one thing that's kind of fun with this guy is jumping down from a giant building. Boom. Okay.